I'm so tired of trying to post like perfect, clearly edited YouTube videos. So fuck it. This is what we're getting because I have shit I want to talk about and I keep putting it off because I want to make these like super cute aesthetic videos. Fucking forget it. Okay? Chat with Nat. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna call this, but whatever the case may be. This past week has been something. It's been a lot. And I'm usually pretty good at self-regulating. This week was exceptionally hard. But in all of this, with all of the events that are happening around the world, and Venezuela got hit very, very hard with now not only 2 but 3 earthquakes. Okay, there was another one yesterday. And the destruction has been unreal. And it's so fucking hard to sit here and post a little workout video when the world is on fucking fire, when there are people dying under rubble. Like, I'm not going to cry. But it feels fucking stupid. It feels extremely superficial. Like, it feels so surface level. I watched a video by another creator, I'm not gonna name names, and she's talking about like becoming a hot girl. And I'm like, bitch, there's literally people under rubble right now. The last thing that I want to hear about is like how to step into your hottest timeline. And I'm just like, I'm over it. But I can't stop, because if I do not continue on my mission of building the strongest motherfucking witches, then nothing changes in the rest of the world. Like, the changing women's lives and getting them to feel their strongest, most confident, most powerful, most abundant, stepping into your highest fucking timeline is what's really going to make a global impact. So I still have to post my stupid fucking workout videos. But I came to this conclusion yesterday that witches don't get fuck you money until they step into their healed, authentic era, when they start working in their soul purpose. I sure as hell did not. A bitch struggled real fucking hard until I was in alignment with my mission, which I've known for years that coaching is what I'm meant to do. And I've been a coach for years, but I only opened myself up as a witch and like finally healed my witch wound in the last few months. It's been an ongoing process, and I kind of like allowed my nervous system to do this in little bite-sized pieces. And so on Instagram, I started to post like tarot, and I started to post like little clips of my rituals in order for my nervous system to feel safe and to kind of see how it would be received, which is stupid. I don't give a fuck now of what people think about me. But I also come from a pretty religious family, and I do care about them a lot. And I was kind of concerned about what they were going to say. And it's not that it's a secret that I'm a witch. I literally have my pentacle like on my fucking finger, okay? Like, it's not a secret, but I just don't openly talk about it. So it was very, very hard for me to openly talk about it, as well as growing up. When I discovered witchcraft, I was like 13, right? Like, that's usually the age. And my mom was like, when I finally told her that I was a witch, she was like, oh, well, like, it runs in the family, but you just can't talk about it. And I was like, okay. She's like, you're gonna be persecuted, you're gonna be like judged, you're going to miss out on opportunities, you're not, or you're gonna be thrown into like an insane asylum. It was a bunch of bullshit, but I digress. So I had a lot of fear about opening up. And I finally got to a point that I was like, fuck it. This is what I feel called to do. And what better women are going to understand energy than witches? Like, what? Because my coaching, I've never wanted it to be superficial. In the sense that, yes, I want to help you achieve your hot body, but that can't be the only thing. There's other coaches for that. I'm not here for that. So I wanted it to be so much deeper. I wanted you to reconnect with yourself. I wanted you to find your strength and your power, because that's what fitness has always been for me. It was a reclamation of strength. It was a remembering of how fucking capable I am. And it took a long fucking time. And so when I became a coach, I wanted my transformations not to be just about how hot you are. I wanted it to be like, holy shit, I remember who the fuck I am and what I came here to do. So, anyways, which means that I can't stop posting my stupid fucking workout videos, even when it feels like the entire world is on fire, because I need to build my coven of strong motherfucking witches that know their strength and know their power so we can infiltrate the rest of this fucking system. Okay. That's the whole thing. So, and in order for us to step into our most abundant timeline, in order to be well-resourced, because we can't infiltrate jack shit and we can't make any massive impact if we're not well-resourced. So being well-resourced and living in abundance is a non-negotiable. It is literally our duty. So, but for witches in particular, and I mean, actually this goes across the board for everybody, you do not step into your highest timeline and your most abundant timeline until you heal your wounds, you heal your trauma, and you start living from your soul purpose. Whatever that looks like for you. And a lot of times we can start to do that self-discovery of what that is by going back to childhood and figuring out what was it that called to your soul? What did you love when you were a kid? Like that is going to bring such a clarity in what we're supposed to be doing. So I have two. Mine is coaching other women to remember their strength and power, but I also have Immortal Reign. And Immortal Reign brings in the art that I loved so much as a kid, because I was an art nerd, okay? I lived in the art studio. All I did was draw and paint. I did nothing else. This is the longest I've ever taken on my eyeshadow, and it's just because I'm talking. Anywho, if you want to know the eyeshadow, it's the Kat Von D. This is the OG. This is my second palette from Kat Von D. But it's fucking great. Anywho, I loved art as a kid, and that was what I was going to go to school for, and I didn't. But it didn't come back into my life until the last 2 years, and it was simultaneously while I was working on my online coaching business that I created Immortal Reign. And I knew Immortal Reign would also be a part of my soul mission. That sharing my art and sharing the message of the gods, it was all going to tie hand in hand. And it has. But it took me years to figure this shit out. So, what is it that you truly loved as a kid? What was it that you wanted to do? What did you want to study? What did you want to go to school for? Not the shit that your parents told you that you should go to school for. What did you truly want? That's going to be one of the biggest indicators. And then we figure out what's stopping us from doing that right now. Because whatever's stopping us from doing that right now are identities and beliefs and fear and trauma that's instilled within us. And all of that shit's got to get healed in order for you to be able to go back to that and step into your highest timeline, into your most authentic self. And that's where your abundance is going to come from. Your abundance is coming through your authenticity and your most healed version of yourself, and whatever it is that you want to create. It's going to look different for everybody. But now you have some action steps to figure out. In order to step into your highest timeline and make tremendous impact on the world and live in your most abundance, like, because we can't change jack shit if we're not well resourced, we need to go back and figure out what it is that you truly love and what is currently stopping you from doing that now. It doesn't mean that it needs to become your whole career right now, but like, what's stopping you? If you loved art and you stopped painting, you stopped drawing, you stopped creating, what's stopping you from picking it back up now? So that's that. That's the video for today. I'm going to be very curious. So please tell me in the comments, like, do you have an idea of what you should be doing in your highest timeline? Or tell me, what do you currently believe would happen if you like started to bring that up? Like, do you have fear? Do you have anxiety? Do you have doubt? Any of those things. So yeah, let me know in the comments. I hope you guys like the style of video. You're Well, actually, I'll just pause this and then you can see the end result for the makeup. But yeah, I'll be very curious to hear your thoughts. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, that's it. That's the final look. I very rarely wear lipstick. But I might throw some on today, we shall see. Anywho, that's it. That's the end of the video. Love to hear your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that shit. I'm gonna be doing these so much more often now that I'm over my bullshit of trying to like chase perfection with YouTube videos. So, see you later. Bye!